Glad to welcome you to the Auto Problems channel. Today we will talk about the problems and weak points of the Kia Sportage of the 5th generation. The exterior of the Sportage evokes nothing but delight. Inside, it's just as good. The interior vaguely resembles a Mercedes. I think that was exactly the task set before the Korean designers. Although design is an important matter, that's not why we're gathered here. The main question that interests us is the problems that await the owner after purchasing the 5th generation Kia Sportage. Over a few years of operation, quite a few reviews have accumulated, especially on foreign forums since car sales there started back in 2021. Let's start with the body. Nothing new here. The problems are the same. The paint is very thin and delicate. It scratches easily and is prone to chips, just like in previous versions. However, the body itself is galvanized, and the cars haven't started rusting yet, and they probably won't for a long time. There are many complaints about the chrome coating, which isn't a novelty for a Korean brand either. A huge number of complaints are about the lighting, both low and high beams. It's simply insufficient. Owners solved this issue by replacing the headlights with the version from the top trim with lenses. A smaller problem is the wipers. They are often replaced with frameless ones. The issue is that the driver's side wiper's trajectory is very inconvenient, and when it moves back, it just smears the fluid across the windshield. The automatic wiper mode often works incorrectly. There's no fixing that. At car washes or when clearing snow, you have to switch the wipers to service mode, otherwise they won't lift. There are complaints about the camera's performance, both the rear view and the 360-degree ones. If the rear view camera often freezes when reversing, the surround view or top-down view is distorted and very hard to use. The last body-related problem identified by owners over 2 years of use is at the back, specifically under the rear door. Water accumulates there, and when you open it, it spills down the sides, sometimes even onto the backs of rear passengers. Interior. There are far fewer complaints here so far. The car's interior is interesting in design, with decent build quality and trim materials. No rattles or creaks have been found, which of course can't help but please. The manufacturer has significantly improved sound insulation, and now it's truly quiet inside. However, there's a lot of glossy plastic that gets dirty very quickly. The window control panel on the driver's door is shifted back. You just want to move it forward. One of the main drawbacks is the dual function of the left heater temperature chuck a volume knob. You have to choose one of the two functions first. This is very distracting while driving. The biggest downside, though, is that some drivers feel like one foot is in a sauna and the other in a snowdrift. The reason is that at speed, there's a draft near the driver's door by the speaker. There's no such issue on the passenger side. Chassis. The suspension here is quite comfortable, but its reliability in the first models leaves much to be desired. Some owners had to replace silent blocks after just 2,000 kilometers. However, this likely only applies to some of the earliest versions of the model, as such complaints almost disappeared later. No major complaints are raised about the steering or braking system. Engines: 2.5 G4KN. The 2.5-liter Hyundai G4KN Smartstream 2.5 GDi engine has been assembled by the conglomerate since 2019. Though it's not turbocharged, it's very picky about fuel. It reacts to bad fuel with a drop in performance and increased consumption. So it's better not to skimp on fuel. The engine is also equipped with hydraulic lifters, which are sensitive to lubricant quality. And the scuffing issues probably haven't gone away, as the catalytic converter is close to the block and its particles can get into the combustion chamber. So, after 100,000 kilometers, a Sportage with this engine might start consuming motor oil. 2.0 G4NL. The 2.0-liter Hyundai G4NL or Smartstream G2.0 MPI has also been assembled since 2019. This engine is less picky about fuel choice and allows the use of AI-92 gasoline. It's a simple power unit by design, equipped with piston cooling nozzles. Since oil nozzles for piston cooling are included, the scuffing issue shouldn't be a major concern, but the timing chain hasn't gotten thicker, and its lifespan likely hasn't increased much. Potential weak points of this engine include the new electronically controlled thermostat, polymer-coated bearings, and a variable output oil pump. Hydraulic lifters are present here. The manufacturer claims a lifespan of 200,000 kilometers for the G4NL engine. Let's see how long it lasts. 1.6 G4FP. The 1.6-liter turbocharged Hyundai G4FP, or Smartstream 1.6 T-GDi, has been produced since 2019. This turbo engine features a new CVVD valve timing system. Little is known about the reliability of this system yet. It seems hydraulic lifters aren't included, so valve adjustments will be necessary. Due to the direct fuel injection system, the valves quickly accumulate carbon buildup. The turbo here is new, and we hope it won't leak oil at low mileage. The hybrid version of this engine, indexed G4FT, is even newer, produced since 2020. The main issue with such hybrids isn't reliability, but a lack of service or parts availability. This power unit is widespread in Europe. Diesel 1.6 D4FE. The 1.6-liter Hyundai D4FE, or Smartstream D 1.6 CRDi, has been produced since 2017. This diesel comes in two power variants, 116 horsepower with 280 Nm and 136 horsepower with 320 Nm. No serious reliability complaints have emerged about this power unit yet. So far, the main complaints on forums are about the fuel system's quirks, but you'll find that with almost any modern diesel. This engine has an aluminum cylinder block, and as usual, there are plenty of hassles with the particulate filter and EGR valve. 2.0 D4HD. The 2.0-liter Hyundai D4HD, or Smartstream D 2.0 TCI, has been produced since 2020. This is a new generation of diesel engines from the conglomerate, with an aluminum block and a belt-driven timing system. There are already questions about this unit's reliability. On specialized forums, the most discussed issues are oil consumption from the first kilometers and a rapid drop in coolant levels. It also uses a complex SCR exhaust cleaning system with AdBlue injection. So buying a used car with this engine isn't the best choice. Transmission. The lifespan here will heavily depend on maintenance quality and intervals, as well as driving style. The Kia Hyundai all-wheel drive system has never been known for reliability, and the fifth Sportage is no exception. Check the condition of the all-wheel drive transmission splines as they rust quickly. M6CF4. The 6-speed manual Hyundai Kia M6CF4, or M6F28-2, has been produced since 2010 and is installed on nearly the entire model range of the conglomerate, with engines up to 275 Nm of torque. This gearbox is often paired with all-wheel drive vehicles. In the early years, the shaft bearings in these boxes started humming rather quickly. A recall campaign addressed this by replacing them, and the issue soon faded. There was also a service bulletin for replacing a faulty synchronizer ring. But these problems were long resolved by the manufacturer, and the new Sportage won't encounter them. The gearbox is reliable and durable. The only hassle might come from leaks at the drive seals or primary shaft. A6MF1. The 6-speed automatic A6MF1 or A6F24 has been produced since 2009. On SsangYong vehicles, this transmission is installed under its own 6F24 index. It's a simple and fairly reliable box. Service for it is widely available. In the early years, the manufacturer tackled numerous shortcomings, the most notable being the central gear bolts loosening on their own, often leading to transmission failure and warranty replacement. Shift jolts were also an issue for a long time, addressed through multiple software updates. Fortunately, the box has long outgrown its teething problems and is quite reliable. The manufacturer claims a lifespan of 180,000 kilometers for the A6MF1, but it typically lasts 300,000 kilometers. MF1. The 8-speed automatic Hyundai Kia A8MF1 or A8F27 has been produced since 2019. This transmission is currently paired only with the 2.5-liter G4KN engine. Complaints here are mostly about sluggish performance with all-wheel drive. Otherwise, it's a reliable and trouble-free box. To sum up, the Kia Sportage V with the NQ5 index is a modern and fairly reliable crossover. Avoid the 2-liter D4HD diesel, as it's still very new and the complaints about it are quite concerning, while the 2-liter G4NL is the most preferable option for purchase. There are even fewer questions about the transmissions, though the all-wheel drive system might require extra attention. If you decide to buy this car, I immediately recommend looking for one with top-tier headlights. And if you're an owner of the fifth Sportage, please share the problems you've encountered during ownership. Your feedback might help viewers choose a car. And if you're an owner of the Kia Sportage V, please describe the problems you've faced during ownership. Your feedback might help viewers choose a car. That's all from me. A big thank you to everyone for your attention. I'd be very grateful if you subscribe to the channel. See you soon.